10 legendary historical figures you won't believe actually existed. History is full of larger-than-life figures whose stories border on the mythical. These individuals achieve such extraordinary feats or have such fascinating tales associated with them that it's hard to believe they were real. From fearsome conquerors who forged empires to religious icons who inspired nations, these figures seem to have sprung from the pages of a legend rather than from the annals of history. Here are 10 historical figures whose stories sound too unbelievable to be true, but they are. In the vast, windswept steppes of Mongolia, a legend was born. His name was Temujin, but the world would come to know him as Genghis Khan, the Khan of Khans, the Great Khan, the unifier of the Mongol tribes, and the architect of the largest contiguous land empire in history. Genghis Khan's military genius was undeniable. His strategies were innovative, his tactics ruthless, and his army, a disciplined force of horsemen, was virtually unstoppable. From the plains of Eastern Europe to the Sea of Japan, the Mongol Empire under Genghis Khan's rule stretched across continents, leaving an indelible mark on the world. He established the Silk Road trade routes, connecting East and West in an unprecedented exchange of goods, ideas, and culture. Genghis Khan's story is a complex tapestry woven from threads of brutality and brilliance, conquest and cultural exchange. In the annals of history, few figures shine as brightly as Joan of Arc, the Maid of Orleans. Imagine a young peasant girl, barely a teenager, in the midst of the 100 Years' War. Joan claimed to have received divine visions, urging her to lead the French army to victory. At 17, she led the French to improbable victories, lifting the siege of Orleans. Captured and tried for heresy, she was burned at the stake at 19. Her spirit and sacrifice cemented her as one of history's most enduring icons. Joan of Arc, the Maid of Orleans, reminds us that courage and conviction can change history. In the heart of Transylvania, a region steeped in folklore and shadowed by the Carpathian Mountains, ruled a man whose name would become synonymous with cruelty and terror, Vlad III, more infamously known as Vlad the Impaler. Vlad the Impaler's reign over Wallachia was marked by violence and bloodshed, a reign of terror that would inspire Bram Stoker's Gothic masterpiece, Dracula, centuries later. Vlad's preferred method of dispatching his enemies was as brutal as it was effective: impalement. The very mention of his name conjured up images of forests of impaled victims, a gruesome testament to his ruthlessness. But Vlad the Impaler was more than just a bloodthirsty tyrant. He was a fierce defender of his realm, a bulwark against the encroaching Ottoman Empire, a force that threatened to consume Eastern Europe. Vlad the Impaler's story is a stark reminder that history is often written by the victors, and that even the most reviled figures may have been driven by motives more complex than simple cruelty. In the heart of West Africa, during the height of the Mali Empire, lived a ruler whose wealth was so vast, so legendary, that it boggles the modern imagination: Mansa Musa, the Golden Emperor of Mali. Mansa Musa's legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 CE is a testament to his unimaginable wealth. Picture a caravan so vast, so opulent, that it stretched for miles across the Sahara Desert. Thousands of people, including soldiers, courtiers, and slaves, accompanied the emperor along with camels laden with gold, salt, ivory, and other treasures. As Mansa Musa made his way across Africa and into the Middle East, he distributed gold so lavishly that he inadvertently caused rampant inflation in the cities he visited. He established Timbuktu as a center of Islamic learning, attracting scholars and students from across the Muslim world. His reign marked a golden age for the Mali Empire, a period of peace, prosperity, and cultural flourishing. In the twilight years of the Russian Empire, a figure of mystery and controversy emerged from the Siberian wilderness, a man whose influence over the Romanov dynasty would contribute to their downfall: Grigory Rasputin, the Mad Monk of Russia. Imagine a self-proclaimed holy man, a mystic with piercing eyes and a hypnotic gaze, who rises from obscurity to become the confidant of Tsar Nicholas II and Tsarina Alexandra. Rasputin's story is a bizarre blend of religious fervor, political intrigue, and personal scandal. He first gained the trust of the royal family by seemingly healing their hemophiliac son, Alexei, the heir to the throne. Whether through genuine healing powers, hypnotic suggestion, or simply the placebo effect, Rasputin's influence over the Tsarina and by extension the Tsar grew stronger with each passing year. His presence in the royal court was divisive, to say the least. Rumors of debauchery, black magic, and political manipulation swirled around him. His story remains a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power, the allure of the occult, and the fragility of empires. From the mists of ancient China emerges a figure shrouded in both history and legend, a military strategist whose teachings on warfare have resonated for millennia. Sun Tzu, the author of The Art of War. Imagine a world where warfare was not just a clash of armies but a complex game of strategy, deception, and psychological warfare. This was the world Sun Tzu inhabited, a world he sought to understand and master. Though little is known about Sun Tzu's life, his masterpiece, The Art of War, suggests a mind of extraordinary intelligence and insight. His teachings emphasize the importance of knowing your enemy, choosing your battles wisely, and using deception and cunning to achieve victory. His words have echoed through the centuries, influencing not just military leaders but also politicians, business executives, and anyone seeking to navigate the complexities of competition and conflict. Sun Tzu's legacy is a testament to the enduring power of ideas and the profound impact a single book can have on the course of human history. From the sun-drenched shores of Greece to the banks of the Indus River, the name of Alexander the Great still resonates with awe and wonder. Imagine a young king, barely out of his teens, who dared to dream of conquering the world. Alexander III of Macedon, better known as Alexander the Great, achieved in a few short years what most men could only dream of in a lifetime. He amassed one of the largest empires in history, stretching from Greece and Egypt in the west to the borders of India in the east. His military genius was undeniable. He was a master tactician and a fearless leader, crushing the Persian Empire and earning his place among the greatest military commanders in history. But Alexander's legacy extends far beyond his military conquests. He spread Greek culture throughout his vast empire. Though he died young, at the age of 32, his achievements continue to inspire and amaze us. In the heart of medieval Spain, during the tumultuous era of the Reconquista, a hero emerged whose legend would be immortalized in song and story: Rodrigo Díaz de Vivar, better known as El Cid, the champion of Spain. Imagine a land torn by conflict, where Christian kingdoms battled Muslim rulers for control of the Iberian Peninsula. This was the world of El Cid, a world of chivalry, warfare, and shifting alliances. El Cid was a complex figure, a skilled warrior, and a cunning strategist who fought for both Christian and Muslim rulers during his lifetime. His loyalty was not to any one king or creed, but to his own code of honor and his unwavering determination to secure his family's fortunes. His exploits on the battlefield, his daring raids, and his improbable victories made him a legend in his own time. El Cid's story is a tale of adventure, romance, and political intrigue, a story that captures the spirit of medieval Spain and the enduring power of legend. Shrouded in the mists of time, the legend of King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table has captivated imaginations for centuries. Imagine a world of chivalry, magic, and adventure, a world where a noble king unites his people and defends his realm against invaders. While historians debate the historicity of King Arthur, his legend has endured for centuries, inspiring countless tales, poems, and works of art. Whether based on a real British chieftain who fought against Saxon invaders or a purely mythical figure, King Arthur embodies the ideals of chivalry, courage, and justice. His court at Camelot, where knights gathered to feast, joust, and embark on quests for the Holy Grail, has become synonymous with an idealized vision of chivalry and romance. King Arthur's legend is a testament to the enduring power of storytelling and the human fascination with heroes, myths, and the eternal battle between good and evil. From the vast steppes of Central Asia thundered a force that struck terror into the hearts of the Roman Empire: Attila the Hun, a warrior king whose name became synonymous with destruction and barbarity. Imagine a vast horde of horsemen sweeping across Europe, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. This was the image evoked by Attila the Hun, a leader whose very name became a byword for terror. Attila united the Hunnic tribes under his banner and unleashed a reign of terror upon the Western Roman Empire. His warriors, renowned for their equestrian skills, archery, and ferocity in battle, rampaged through Gaul, Italy, and the Balkans, sacking cities and leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Attila's brutality was legendary. He was known as the Scourge of God, a punishment sent to punish the sins of the Romans. Despite his reputation for brutality, Attila was also a shrewd strategist and a cunning diplomat. His sudden death in 453 AD, reportedly from a nosebleed on his wedding night, only added to his legend, leaving behind a legacy of fear, destruction, and the enduring power of the nomadic warrior. From the windswept steppes of Mongolia to the courts of medieval Europe, these legendary figures have left an indelible mark on history. Their stories, often blurring the lines between fact and myth, continue to captivate and inspire us. These legendary historical figures are a testament to the power of human ambition, courage, and ingenuity. Their extraordinary lives continue to inspire, fascinate, and challenge our understanding of what is possible, reminding us that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.